Oracle Cloud Procurement. Hi, my name's Scott Walls, and in this video, I'm going to introduce you to the Supplier Registration application in Oracle Cloud. So let's get started. Slide 1. What is the Supplier Registration application in Oracle Cloud ERP? The Supplier Registration application automates the request for a supplier account in that supplier's customer's procurement application. This access allows that supplier to create, change, or view its transaction within that customer. Slide 2. What types and subtypes of supplier registrations can be created within Oracle Cloud ERP? First, prospective registrations. So these would be for prospective suppliers or bidders. Remember, these also allow that bidder or prospective supplier to create or be a counterparty on a contract creation. And then there's the spend authorized registrations. So those apply to, let's say, US suppliers, foreign suppliers, which might be different because of product and service codes, or W8 or W9. Third-party payees. So these, for example, could be an external application like a patient refund that wants to create payments out of payables, so it uses payables for that purpose. Similarly, you might see something like an employee reimbursement where I'm creating a non-taxable distribution or a taxable distribution to go to an employee because they clean up the lab at night after everybody else leaves. Slide 3, who creates supplier registration transactions in Oracle Cloud ERP? Well, the initiators of a supplier registration transaction are as follows. Suppliers themselves via the external page, third parties, again, probably the same page, and then finally, perhaps internal from requesters or somebody in a different department that's registering on behalf of, for example, the patient wanting the refund. Slide 4, how do third parties create supplier registration transactions in Oracle Cloud ERP? Well, two methods as you would expect, externally using the public facing page, or internally using a subset of that functionality where internal resources can create supplier registration transactions on behalf of the supplier, like our patient refunds example before. Okay, slide 5. When are supplier registrations created within the Oracle Cloud ERP procurement process? So let's go through that process quickly. There is the purchase of pre-negotiated content, so request from a catalog, create an order, receive goods at desk or dock. Then if I can't find, or the requester can't find pre-negotiated content, they may use the non-catalog request form to order non-negotiated content. In that process, we create suppliers, qualify them if it's the government. We may create contracts. Those could be non-financial contracts or pre-purchase contracts. We could perform sourcing with that supplier to get the right price. If we did, we might need a purchase contract. And then we may create an agreement, in which case we may actually catalog the item and make it pre-negotiated content, or we might just create a purchase order. So obviously the supplier will be created in the first step of the sourcing services process. Finally, how do suppliers register in Oracle Cloud ERP? Let's take a look at the life cycle. First, procurement's going to have to provide them a hyperlink so they second can go there and request an access code. They then create the registration and submit it for approval. Supplier control reviews that registration transaction and perhaps approves it, or maybe they request more information. The supplier will provide that more information. Then that registration request may be approved or denied. If approved, then that supplier might be a bidder or prospective, so they would require a promotion to full-blown supplier, which certain other questions and information could be solicited. And then finally, that spend authorized or promoted supplier would require a final approval. Okay, that's an introduction to Oracle Cloud Supplier Registration application. Have questions? Great. Reach out to me on the link below. Want to learn how to create a supplier registration transaction in Oracle Cloud? Check out my free online course on Panameer.com. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.